The music under the countdown was from this year's Candlelight CD.
Saturday afternoon concert?
Canceled.
Saturday night concert?
Canceled.
Buying this year's CD?
Priceless.
Well, actually, $15 for Mr. Honeycutt, but you get the idea.
Make sure that you don't leave school without one.
Good morning, Staples.
Spanning the school to bring you the constant variety of stories.
Crocky!
The thrill of victory.
Woo!
And the agony of defeat. The human drama of Staples High School.
I don't know!
This is Good Morning Staples.
Good morning, Staples. I'm Hannah Foley.
And I'm Willow Halloran. It's Wednesday, December 18th.
It's the last show for the Period 8 class before December break.
And we'll get to it right after the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There will soon be a new table configuration in the cafeteria. Here's Mr. Dodig to explain.
Good morning, everybody. I wanted to tell you that one of the results of the survey that all of you took recently on the school climate is that we are going to listen to a recurring theme in the responses we got from you to rearrange the tables in the cafeteria so that there's a mixture of the round tables and rectangular tables throughout the cafeteria. Because what we heard from seniors right through freshmen, some of you like to sit in the round tables, it makes it easier to talk, some of you prefer the rectangular ones, and then there were lots of suggestions about having just separate chairs, and the reason we can't do that is it's a fire hazard. They get so tangled, if there were an emergency, there would be no way to evacuate 600 people without tripping over the chairs. So we're going to try that, and hopefully you'll see a difference and you'll like it. Let me know. Thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Dodig. We also want to thank Miss Harai for coordinating the passing time music honoring Nelson Mandela last Friday.
It was cool, but also got a lot of people wondering about the sophomore class's passing time jukebox.
The plan was for them to put together a week of music the last week of each month.
But they haven't been getting enough student requests for songs.
They've now made it even easier. Besides giving your requests to either Miss Addix, Miss Pandolfi, or Miss Morgan, there now is a box in the library for everyone to put their song submissions in.
Try your best to have them at least 1 week in advance so that they have plenty of time to put everything together.
If you remember, earlier this year we asked freshmen how they were adjusting to Staples.
Now that we're almost done with the fall semester, we thought we'd check in again to see how the year is going so far.
First semester comes to a close. We want to know about how the freshmen are doing from their middle school to high school transition. We decided to go interview a couple freshmen. Here it is.
Transition been from 8th grade to freshman year?
It's been really easy, and we got a lot more freedom in Staples than middle school.
Yeah, it's been a lot more easy.
It's been going well. There are a few more responsibilities, so some more freedoms. Some classes more work, some classes less, but overall it's going well.
It was pretty easy. I thought it was going to be hard, but I found my way around school quite well, and the homework load wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
Well, it was easy because in middle school, especially in Bedford, when we were in the Brondon pod, many of the teachers scared you about the homework and the school. So the transition was a lot easier from middle school to high school with the teachers' help.
It's been really easy, and the free period's really nice because you can talk with teachers, and you didn't have that in middle school, so it's definitely helpful.
Pretty good. It's pretty much the same, just a lot more work and a lot harder.
I really like high school. I feel like we have a lot more freedom. I like being able to have frees, and I think that it's a really nice new start to see all the people from other schools, and yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
That's it from you guys. I hope you guys liked it. Now back to the host.
Next up, we've got some news and information about our literary magazine.
Hey Staples, what's up? This is Tim Schroeder here, giving you a revamp of the new Soundings magazine. Me and my group went to go talk to Dr. Miller and a couple of the other contributors to find out more. Here's what we found out. So, Mr. Miller, what is Soundings?
Soundings is it's the school's literary magazine. But I know that this year we're hoping to expand beyond just publishing student poems and fictional pieces, and actually include photography and examples of work from the different art classes. So we'll take it from a literary magazine, exclusively literary magazine, into more of a celebration of all the talented artists we have here at the school.
So how can a student get involved with Soundings if they wanted to put their literary work in there?
Well, we're currently planning on having a meeting next Wednesday after school in room 2038, and that is for anyone interested in contributing or working in any kind of editorial capacity. So if you're an artist, if you're a writer, if you're a designer, if you're just interested in editing, please come by 2038. Who's interested?
All right, and what forms of literature are used in the magazine?
In the past, we've had just short, creative prose pieces, and then poetry, which has been, we've drawn from coursework, but also to just independently written, people who just like to write on their own.
Okay, I'm Ryder Chasen. I'm the executive editor of Soundings. I've been the executive editor for a couple years now. And basically, I help with getting all the literary pieces into the magazine and all in one place. Literature is an art form that is just as credible or as real as visual arts and film arts and things like that. And Soundings is the only place in Staples for that art to be published. Yeah, well, one of the pieces that I read last year that was in the magazine was about a girl whose mom died when she was at a young age, and she witnessed her death. And it was a really moving piece, and I mean some of this stuff, and that's just one of the many that stand out. I mean, it's amazing how people that I go to class with every day can put out such amazing work.
Soundings has always been a great vehicle for writers, and now there are even more possibilities for different kinds of work to be published.
Winter sports teams have started their play. Last Friday, in the first of its kind outdoor high school hockey game, our hockey team won the Chad and Tom Cup by convincingly defeating Norwalk 7-1.
Congratulations to the hockey team. As we said, it was the first time our hockey team played an outdoor game, but one of our winter teams is always outside and bundled up. Here's a look at our skiers.
When are the tryouts?
We've actually been in tryouts, in dryland tryouts for the last few weeks. The kids have been here every afternoon from approximately 2:45 to 3:45. And the actual on-snow tryouts will be, the first one will be this Wednesday at Southington. This is probably the first time in many years we've been able to get a tryout in before Christmas break. And then the second tryout will be when we come back on Thursday, January 2nd, where we'll get another time tryout at Mount Southington.
Do you think Staples has the potential to be great this season?
Staples always has the potential to be great. The girls have, in the last few years, won a state championship, come in second twice. The boys have gotten progressively better each year. The competition in Connecticut in the CISL is really, really stiff. You got some great schools such as Fairfield, Greenwich, Barlow are all great competition. I think we do have the potential to be great, and I fully expect we will.
There is going to be a meeting for all students interested in playing girls water polo this spring tomorrow at 2:30 in the pool lobby. Contact Sarah Banbury, Julia Woods, or Maddie McCartan for more details.
Over the last few years, a number of WWPT disc jockeys have been able to get press passes to a number of great events.
Last year, Will Cantor and Brendan Burris represented WWPT in New Orleans at the Sugar Bowl.
And on 12/12/12, Ian Goodman and Annabelle Porio got to see the concert from the Madison Square Garden press room.
Not only were they hanging out with Roger Waters from Pink Floyd, but it put WWPT on the Garden Press list.
So when Billy Joel had his news conference last week, Ian and Allie Benjamin were there. Here they are to tell you about it.
WWPT goes really far.
It got us to Madison Square Garden, where we not only got first-hand access to Billy Joel's announcement,
but we also got to meet Billy Joel and ask him a question.
Here, watch.
Falls High School, Westport, Connecticut, a radio station. We were just wondering, as high school students, any advice you had to aspiring musicians, young teens, and people in college as students go on.
Yeah, get a lawyer and an accountant, and have them watch each other.
Yeah. This all happened because WWPT has become recognized as a legitimate news outlet.
We got to be there with news operations like ABC and Fox.
And we were regarded by everyone as professionals.
We definitely recommend joining us here at WWPT.
You might start out thinking you're just playing music on the radio to a very local audience.
But if you put yourself out there, you'll start to realize that radio can take you anywhere.
If you have any questions, you can see either Ian or myself.
Now, back to Will and Hannah.
Thanks, Ian and Allie. Speaking of singers, on Sunday, the Orphanians performed at Manhattan St. John's Baptist Church.
After being snowed out of the candlelight concert Saturday night, about 40 students, Mr. Rosenberg, plus some chaperones, took the 8:23 a.m. train into New York for the performance at the 11 a.m. Mass.
That's really exciting. Now let's find out what other exciting things some of our students will be doing over vacation.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Hanukkah. I celebrate Christmas.
Christmas.
I celebrate Christmas.
I do too.
Christmas.
Presents. Getting to see all my family. The whole family coming together.
My favorite part of the holidays is when it snows.
Getting presents.
Well, my favorite part is when my brother wakes me up at 4 a.m. to say it's Christmas.
My favorite part of the holidays is the Secret Santa I do with my family.
Santa coming down the chimney to give little children presents.
Putting up the Christmas tree.
I personally go up to the North Pole to visit Santa and his little elves.
Apple pie. Cookies. Chocolate cake. Fried juice and fruit.
Macaroni and cheese. I like turkey with gravy.
One of the things you can do even before vacation is to donate an old coat to a very good cause.
The Future Business Leaders of America is going to organize a coat drive to aid the needy.
You may have seen a box of coats in the main lobby. Please also donate one of your old coats.
It's a great way to help those who need it the most.
We'll end today by finding out what some people's New Year's resolutions are.
We went around and asked people what their New Year's resolutions were this year.
My New Year's resolution is to ski more this winter.
My New Year's resolution is to sleep more.
My New Year's resolution probably create that eHarmony profile. I've been meaning to create for a while.
Yeah. Mine would probably be to finally prove the theory of gravity.
Fruit. Eat more vegetables.
My New Year's resolution is to get more sleep.
Well, my New Year's resolution is to perform one act of kindness per day, every day for the year 2014.
My New Year's resolution is to plant some trees.
Have a good New Year's.
The Period 2 class will have the last show of the year tomorrow.
And we'll be back with our final show of the semester after the new year.
We'll see if anyone has broken their resolutions by then.
Happy holidays, Staples.
Enjoy the break.
Bye.
Deck the halls with bells of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. La 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us. La 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus. La 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 la.